ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the return of Stardom Review. I am your co-host Andre C, and right over here we've got the funky princess herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I am doing great, Andre. I had a great shoulder workout today. She's been back at the gym finally now that the renovations are done. 2 week break was nice. Everything hurts though. Um, Not looking forward to training tomorrow with Dennis because
Dennis, eh?
yeah, one of the trainers is going to show me how to use the machines that are not labeled or have pictures or names. They kind of look like half set up Lego projects, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the
Apparently
one
they're
you sent
functional.
me. You sent me a picture one. I'm like, what is that? And you're like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Apparently that one is called the pendulum squat machine. And you are essentially like you have that harness thing, right? But then your feet are on the platform in front of you and you essentially do like a tea bag on something. I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna find out how to do it tomorrow anyway.
I know the
Hopefully.
belt. I know the belt squat machine.
Oh, we have one of those too, I think. There's a belt and a chain and a really big hook attached to it. I don't know what it is.
That's a
I'm
belt
gonna hope
squat.
I can use it.
That's
I
for
heard
people
they're
with
good
bad
for your
shoulders.
booty.
Well, and it's
Well,
good. It's good, dude. I did it. I was doing it last year with Rich, and every day afterwards, within like 2 hours, I couldn't feel my ass. My ass just,
which means I will be dead for 2 days.
and then a couple hours later, it was pure pain. After the my ass went numb, it then came back with just pure pain.
You're not selling me on this.
No, it's not. I'm not trying to sell you on this. I'm trying to make you
Clearly
fear
not.
it. I'm trying to make you fear things.
I don't want to fear things. This is the stuff that's supposed to give me a bigger butt. I don't want to fear it
Fear
or
the
conquer it.
world. Fear the world.
I do fear the world. I don't want to fear the gym.
But the gym is part of the world.
No, it's its own thing. It exists in a different plane of existence. If you know, you know. Andre, how are you doing?
I'm alive. Let's just say that. I'm alive. Let's get.
Okay.
I got through the day, and I made it through for another day. And things were canceled, and other things were shifted around, and I'm good.
Okay. That's good. Good is good.
Yeah. Got a little
You sound
high on.
still
I got
doing
a.
it.
I got a little lightheaded due to fumes, and
What?
I
How
was I
what?
I was doing stuff where there was in a room where an engine was running. They had the door open, part like cracked open, but it's still really filling up. But I was like, I have to leave now. I feel weird.
Yeah, that was probably not a very good decision.
I was doing my job. I can't not
What?
do my
You're
job.
not paid to die, though.
No, I'm not. Was it,
Just
he started the engine while I was working in there because he had to finish up the maintenance. So
no. So
yeah,
negligence. Got it. Got it.
I blame Melball. So
What? Wasn't even there, fool. I was
yeah,
probably decorating things.
I'll get ready for us to
Not
talk
even
about that on
wrestling.
Chop Talk next week.
That is going to be fun to talk about. I look forward to it.
Yes, you very much should. Everybody should be forced to do that.
What? In any case, we're not here to talk about Chop Talk or other wrestling. We're here to talk about Stardom.
Stardom. Let's
Stardom.
get into it. Let's chat some Stardom. Goddesses of Stardom.
Yes.
Tag League quarterfinal and semifinal is on this show. We finish up the red and blue goddesses blocks,
Yeah.
and we will be coming out with another episode soon. Because the show still isn't out. I know who the winners are, but the show isn't out.
Oh, I haven't found out who the winners are, and I've been all over social media. Or maybe I've seen it and I was just too airheaded to recognize that that's what it was. I don't know.
I saw it on social media, and I'm not disappointed. So
Well, that's good. Well, I mean, how could you be?
so let's get into it.
How-
Let's talk some Stardom Tag League. Let's get into it. We're talking the December 7th quarterfinal and semifinal show. And then here the block breakdown. You have Hi Hi what's it? Hi Mate taking on BMI 2000 in the quarterfinal round. And then we'll face FWC later in the night. And then you have Wingori versus the Crazy Tiger Girls. And then winner of that will face Cosmic Angels in the semifinal later in the night. So we kick it off with a just normal tag team match, non-tournament. It is Cosmic Angels, Aya Sakura and Yuna Mizumori versus Cosmic Angels, Sayaka Kurara and Tam Nakano. This is a fun little opener.
Nothing terribly notable in it, I don't think,
Not really.
personally.
I like the entrance of Tam and Sakura. Sakura coming down with like the veils and the trains looking like they're about to get married or something. Like,
That's been their theme throughout the tournament.
yeah.
Yeah, it's adorable. When they do the like whole little bow thing with the veil and the putting on, it's funny. It's adorable. I like it though, because it sets them apart. Because it's Cosmic Angels versus Cosmic Angels, right? It sets them apart from the other ones who came out like crazy, crazy. Yuna Mizumori always comes out with that energy, running around, high fiving people, giving away her pineapple glasses. So
hmm
much fun.
I
Hmm
don't really have a lot of notes. So this is just a fun little opener.
hmm
I'll say this: the evolution of the look of Yuna Mizumori has been awesome because she just keeps changing. It just keeps evolving, getting better and better. Like, not that her old look was bad. I just love that she keeps evolving the look.
Because she still like pretty much had the same look that she has in this pictures with the bang and the pigtails, but because that secondary chunk there, the kind of chunk in between the bang length and the rest of the length has gotten longer, it kind of has a different length, and then she's braiding the like super long bits, but still having them in pigtails. It's cute. I agree. I do like how she's perpetually evolving. There's a handful of girls in this company where it's like you don't know how they're gonna look week to week.
Mhm.
And Yuna is one of them, and I love it. It's just
Yeah,
exciting.
I'm looking at some of the best skins here, and Tam Nakano is not on my list because she's had like one or two looks this year, and they've been almost identical. Just she's added black into it this year. I'm like, she's not winning my Gear of the Year this year. That's for darn sure. There's a cool little spot in this match. Tam is getting as this hanging dragon sleeper on Yuna, sitting on the top rope, while Kurara is doing the hanging rear naked choke to Aya Sakura.
Hmm
Great spot. And then they just dump them and then hit high crosses off the top. I very much enjoyed that spot.
Yeah, same, same.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh no,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say, gonna go to the end here. Sayaka Kurara, it's the spear to Yuna Mizumori, taking her out. And then her and Tam hit the spear headhunter combo on Aya Sakura, and Tam hits the bridging tiger suplex for the win.
Hmm Like that. It was a nice little opener. Showed them off. Got the two kind of more, I would say, like the actual captain in Tam, and then the captain-esque in Yuna with their little veterans, and I like it. Or their veterans, their little students, and I like it. I was more interested in what happened after the match, though.
Yeah, so we can get into that right now. So Tam
Yeah.
Nakano gets the mic. She says, "Let's all do our best again," and being all happy and cute. And then we get the return of Unagi Sayaka, baby. Let's go! I'm so happy to see her
Yes.
back. She
Yes.
comes out. She enters the ring. Tam says, "Welcome back." And she goes, like very like she gets all happy. Um,
Mm.
they hug, and once they break the hug, Unagi slaps Tam Nakano in the face, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yes." And then Unagi says, "Why is she says Kozuin, but it's Cosmic Angel such a lukewarm unit? Was Tam Nakano this boring? Or rather, was Stardom this boring?" Taking shots. Because Unagi's been all around the world these last 2 years, wrestling
Oh,
Spark
yeah.
Joshi in the United States, working for other companies in the United States. She's been working as a freelancer in Japan, wrestling Minoru Suzuki at one point over these last couple of years. So, like, she's doing some shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Nakano comes back, says, "Unagi, why do you say such nasty things when I thought you finally come back? Boring, lackluster. You've been doing whatever you wanted, but Tam has been trying desperately to protect Cosmic Angels, the precious stardom that she created with Unagi. Uh, have you finally run out of material? You've been picking fights everywhere and you've run out of things to talk about. It's fine. If you're in trouble, Tam will talk to you." And she says, Unagi says, "Who's in a boring unit before they run out of material? Starting from the first day of 2025, I'll give this boring stardom the biggest boost and put an end to your farce. January 3rd, Tam Nakano, I'll give you an evolution. Or, sorry, an evaluation. Sorry. Hey, Okada, let's get that contract ready."
Damn girl. Damn girl. I mean, if she, I mean, I'd rather quote, what's her name? Roxanne? What's she going by in WWE?
Roxanne Perez.
Okay, I would rather quote her than CM Punk, but like tell me when she's telling lies. Cosmic Angels are lukewarm. Just because you have the gold doesn't mean you have the interest or the talent of the talent to keep the interest of the fans. So, you know, she's not really too far off.
Mhm.
We call as much as we love Tam Nakano, we call her the undeserving champion. And then she's a double champion because she holds one of those Arts of Stardom championships as well. And then Natsupoi's got the Wonder of Stardom championship. They're consolidating the gold on Cosmic Angels, and it's as interesting as Sonata holding the IWGP World Championship in New Japan. It's just it's boring. So I'm actually super excited about this because this is like a random challenge that's coming from the outside because Tam has faced some of the hardest hitting people already this year and knocked them down. One in Maika, one in Tora. Like it just where do you go? Within the company from there, where do you go? Those are your two strongest physically players in the game. You bring out you bring in an outside person in Unagi Sayaka. I'm excited for this. I love her style, and I loved seeing her little cosmic angel dance.
Yep. And it has been made official for New Year Dream on
Oh,
January 3rd. We're getting Tam Nakano versus Unagi Sayaka.
yes, let's go. So good.
Uh,
I'm
that's
excited for
gonna
that.
be that's going to be a fire match. Let's go. So we're going to get
Yes.
into the quarterfinal matches. All right, up next we start in the Red Goddess division. It is Hi Mate, Hanako and Maika versus BMI 2000, Natsuko, Tora, and Ruaka. Um, they start brawling early. Like they go to the outside. Tora's tossing Mike into the chairs. She starts hitting her on the top of the head with a microphone.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that was funny though. And you hear the boo of the crowd at that point?
mm-hmm. That was so
Oh
good.
man, so good.
Um, Ruaka working over Maika with a crossface. Tora spitting in her face from the apron. Just evil. Hanako, she is really coming into her own, especially now being part of this unit, and just has really evolved. Because like, especially with Mina out of like not out, but like like out of the country so much lately.
Yeah,
Hanako has really stepped up into that position uh to really be the support like Maika's like number 2 in
yeah,
all of this. Yeah.
100%, 100%. Especially with Xena also not being on this tour.
hmm Yeah,
She's kind of acting like that extra muscle.
she should be back very soon with this tour leading up to the Dream Queendom show.
Mhm,
I'm just gonna jump again. Good stuff back for Tora hitting Hanako, drops Hanako, then drops Maika. She hits a Death Valley driver onto Maika, onto Hanako, and then hits a double senton splash. That was a great spot. Um,
mhm.
yeah, so the end of this match, Hate stops a double team. Hanako gets kind of dropped in the corner, and Tora hits her cannonball. So
So
Maika,
good.
so good. Maika stops Ruaka up top. She gets and Hanako pulls her off into like a Samoan drop for 2. Then she gets it's hard word to say, the Shirasagi choke. It's called the Shirasagi.
Oh, okay.
It was in the notes when I read back the note results from the website. It was called the Shirasagi. Again, this is
Okay.
direct translation, so I could be wrong. But gets broken up. Maika takes out Tora, and they hit this like double Samoan drop to Ruaka, which I really like. The move simple, easy, but looks cool.
Mhm.
And Hanako reapplies the Shirasagi choke, and Ruaka is forced to tap out. So Mel's choice to win this whole tournament
Yeah.
is out in the quarterfinals. So I'm 1 for 1 so far.
They got Kenta again, man.
Yeah.
I mean, though arguably these are the two most impressive factions in this company right now. Who could benefit the most from a bump right now? I would have to say Empress Nexus Venus
hmm
because Hate just got that really, really great rub from the historic crossover show. And though Maika was also involved in that, for me personally, what I've been seeing and hearing, that the Hate and Bullet Club combo matches are the matches that I'm continuing to hear the most talked about coming out of those shows. So, like, these girls, they got their end of the year clout. I would have loved to see them get a bit more, but I'm not going to complain because I love Micah and Hanako as well, and I'm happy to see them move on. And I'm happy that Hanako was the one who picked up this win.
hmm
Um, see what I got that you actually didn't even have. Uh, oh, Natsuko's look. She's another one, the handful of people I mentioned earlier who you never know what she's going to look like week to week. And that she has such short hair now, it makes it so easy for her to be able to like change and alternate colors. I love seeing, I believe it was red. I didn't write down what color it was, but I believe she had dyed it red for this one. And
I
she
don't
has
remember.
that I'm pretty sure it was red. Anyway, she always has this like really elaborate, really cool looking eyeliner now. That's just like layers of wings going out every which way, and I love it. The red marks on her face, they used to just they were still kind of shaped like that, but they were kind of roughly shaped before. Now they're very meticulously drawn on there. She glues on, as I poke my own eye, she glues on those like little fake piercing stud things all over her face, and she never loses one. You notice that? Like, are they using Gorilla Glue over there to stick that shit on her face? They never come off. And like she's getting punched in the face by Micah. Like these two girls were going ham on each other because we know they can. Like these two do not like each other. And when they get into the ring, that animosity comes out in these just really amazing in-ring moments. I love seeing those two fight. You got that, you got that, got that, got that. You pretty much got everything, man.
What'd I
Yeah.
do? So, and then post match, Maika and Tora end up brawling. They have to be broken up. They end up
Yeah.
kind of face to face at the end. And Tora leaves, and she flips off. She literally flips off Maika when she's leaving.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love that.
That's that bulldog influence. Yeah. Also the problem that I'm also having too is that remember what was set up at historic crossover with
Her,
Natsuko Tora.
her versus El Presidente. Yeah.
Yeah. We she better be getting that win because to give her the world title and then have it a proper, you know, campaign with that title denied to her, having to drop it to Tam, of all people, and then having to sit here and struggle. Like she literally got the title, formed hate, and her first title defense, wasn't it? She
Mm-hmm.
dropped it to Tam. Like what the
Mm-hmm.
frick? So mad about that, clearly. But you know, again, they did get their kind of big moment at the crossover show with the Bullet Club hate crossover. I am super excited to see Tora go against Tanahashi. And now at this point, I'm like, she better be winning it. Better be winning it because she kind of deserves it at this point. You've hinted her enough. She's put a lot into this company this year. Give her a nod.
Yeah. Historic crossover 3 next November. Her versus
Oh
Tanahashi on his retirement road.
no, no, I'm not waiting a year for that ish.
Mm-hmm. Gotta wait till November.
No, no, absolutely not. Because Evil's going to retire him. Remember?
No, come on.
We we
Nobody believes
shoosh
Evil's
shoosh.
retiring him. No, just
He
no.
has to be nice. She has to face him before that.
No,
So
he's no.
yeah,
Just no.
yeah,
No.
yeah, buddy.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
No. But yes to this next
yeah.
match. Goddesses of Stardom, blue Goddesses of Stardom block. We have Wingori, Hanan, and Iida versus Neo Genesis, the Crazy Tiger Girls, I think they're called. Starlight Kid and Suzuki. I love Starlight Kid's red and black gear. Looks so good.
Mm-hmm. So
Um,
match Suzu very, very nicely.
I love when Crazy Tiger Girls are offering the handshake, but then pull the hands away. They're like, "Nope, we're not doing that." I was just like, "Ooh, just a little bit of
I like that.
animosity here." Um,
Well,
Yeah, again, I thought really good match here. Suzu and Starlight Kid get Wingori in the bottom rope, hit the dual drive-by kicks from the outside, then go in and hit dual standing moonsaults. So like each one's doing the other is like one of the other signatures. I was like, yeah, I like that.
I did too. Some nice tag teamwork in this one.
Yeah, Starlight Kid and Hanan, the strike battle with these two was great. Suzu and
Yeah.
Iida did get a nice little strike battle in here too. The
Mm-hmm.
power of the power people. Suzu gets Iida. I can't remember what the move is called, but she like ties her up like a goddamn pretzel in a submission there. And Hanan has to actually make the save for it. Um, Starlight Kid gets tossed out. Iida gets a stunner. Hanan hits a Rough Rider, like to follow it up, and Iida goes to the top and hits the shoulder block off the top for 2. There's a great spot where Iida just like powers Suzu up for this like deadlift suplex, and you're like, oh, I was
Yeah, she fought for every inch of that, and I loved it. So good.
yeah. Starlight Kid gets a headlock, like it's like a headlock, but like a head scissors thing to the headlock head scissor takeover to Wingori, sending them out to the floor. Hits the Acai moonsault to the floor. Iida gets sent back in. Suzu hits this knee to the head. It just looks vicious.
Mm.
Um, but Iida stops Tequila Shot. Suzu catches Iida, hits a Tequila Shot, but the pin gets broken up. This is where everybody just hitting moves to each other, and out of nowhere, Iida rolls Suzu up into the Iida Bashi pin for the win, and I'm 2-0 on my picks tonight.
Oh dear. Oh dear. We're never gonna hear the end of this shit. Anyway. Yeah, once I didn't take a whole lot of notes on this one. The ones that I did get, you also got, except for there was a really great clothesline by Iida on Suzuki. That was
Mhm.
really, really good. Just lawn chaired Suzuki. This
That
was
was
a
during their.
surprise end
That was
for
like
me.
during their strike when they were striking at each other, and she just cracked her with that massive lariat there. Yeah.
In the last little bit, yeah, because it was one of the last notes I took. But yeah, this was a surprise ending for me. That Itabashi, I mean, she throws her entire leg essentially on, or her entire body on your legs and your center of gravity, forcing you not to be able to do anything. It's unfortunate. So
What I
unfortunate.
can't remember.
Susie did not look happy either.
I can't remember what New Japan match, but one of them did an Itabashi. And I was like, ah! I was like, that's Itabashi. I can't. It was from the World Tag League show. Somebody did an
Um,
Itabashi to get the win, or to try to win. They didn't get Sonata. Sonata did Itabashi, but he couldn't get the
yeah,
win off of it in the World Tag
I
League
was gonna
Slammer. Yeah,
say it's one of his moves. Also, he
yeah.
just doesn't pull it out very much.
No, he goes at a corner roll more.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's more
So
effective.
So we move on. Singles match. It is the
Yeah.
Battle of Empress Nexus Venus. It's Waka Tsukiyama. This is Rian. I like the gold gear for Waka, especially because it doesn't
Yes.
say Waka across her top anymore. Like Christ, that was. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah, it reminds me of Xena's a little bit.
mhm.
I love it. That's actually the first note that I also have is that gold gear is absolutely phenomenal.
We got some Waka weapons to the head of
Yeah.
Rian. She ties her in the rope, stretching her. Rian does show a lot of fire here, doing the whatever the twinkling stars. I don't know what we call them. The young lionesses, whatever we're calling them. Those
Oh,
repeat.
oh, wait, we had this on the crossover show. They said it on the crossover show. Keep talking, I'll find it.
Rian, it's that spot you see from a lot of the young women when they first starting out in Stardom. That's those repeated running drop kicks in the ring. That Waka did a lot of those too early on, but
Yes.
Rian doing them to Waka now, which is like I was just like, man, it's come full circle. Waka's the vet taking all the running drop kicks now. It's weird. Waka
Right?
Waka did hit an Oblivion out of the ropes at one point. Um, the end of this match come.
Blood.
Oh, pardon?
New blood.
Oh yeah, New Blood. That makes sense. Yeah, the New Blood. That makes total sense. There's an entire show called New Blood that they do that features all of the younger fat people. The end of this match comes. They trade roll ups, and Waka hits a running drop kick, then hits the Goku Goku Raku Dawn, the Goku Raku Dawn, which is that straight jacket slam of hers, that which you cross the arm
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
slams
yeah.
them down. Yeah, it's called the Goku Raku Dawn. Um,
Okay.
gets a two for there. She follows up with the Moonlight Dream, which is the bridging Northern Light suplex for the win.
Mhm.
And they do the whole shaking hands and they hug and they leave together because they're tag team partners, they're friends, they're stablemates, so they're just pretty friendly after.
Yeah, after considering you didn't mention how it started with Rian smacking the taste out of Waka's mouth after they shook hands at the beginning.
But yeah, because you're competing. If I
I
had to
think
fight you,
Andy Collins would say that is dishonorable.
if I had to fight Andreas, I would give him a slap before we start the match. I'd slap him across the face to get him fired up. So let's
You hear
roll
this
this out.
shit, Andreas? Get him before he gets you.
Or okay, I would slap Andrew across the face before we started fighting, and
I
I
I
know I'm
would
losing that
love to
fight
see that. I would love to see that.
Friday night.
I can't wait. Yeah, yeah, at the place that he set us up dinner. Yeah, that'd be a great idea, bruh.
I'm only going to slap him if he decides to fight me. It's the only reason I'm going to slap him.
Well, we're putting this show out before Friday because Andrew.
Around 30-minute
Fight
mark.
Andre.
Okay. Right around the 30-minute mark, I'll know the clip.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. Again, it showcased Rian well, especially working with somebody who we've really gotten to see evolve over this. And I really see the new blood in Rian that Waka used to do, and it's great to see.
Yeah, yeah. It's very sweet. And it's heartwarming to see them like being able to do the matches. And like, yes, the slap was it wasn't meant to be anything other than just an awe-striking moment. Oh my God. What was this child doing?
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. So we move on to a 6-woman tag. It is Neo Genesis, Azumi, Seira, and Miyu Amasaki versus stars Mayu Iwatani and Momo Kogo, teaming up with the newest of the new blood, Matoi Hamabe.
Hamabe?
Hamabe.
I like that. I like that name.
Matoi Hamabe. I keep wanting to say the gorilla's name, but I don't want to, so I try not to
Don't
say
do
it.
that.
Well, no, that's why I said the gorilla.
I know.
That's why I said I didn't say that name, because I need to keep that name out of my head, but I keep wanting to say it.
Take us into it.
Stars double teaming with drop kicks and stomps. Hamabe comes in. They hit the triple drop kick to Mei. Rings of Saturn by Miyu on Hamabe at one point. But Hamabe does get to the ropes. Just kind of going through a couple spots I have here. Mayu misses off the top. Miyu hits a beautiful looking tornado DDT. And Azumi hits this beautiful Yakuza kick for 2. Mayu comes back, dropping Azumi with a huge super kick. The end of this match, though, everyone's in fighting, and Neo Genesis take out stars. Hamabe's fighting back against Azumi, but Azumi gets the suplex. They trade roll-ups, but Azumi gets into, the name I pull off the site, the Numero Uno. I don't know if it translated weird, but it might be Numero Uno. But on the website it said Numero Uno. But I like it better as the Numero Uno instead of the Numero Uno.
I mean, because we're from Alberta and we like cows.
Well, because Starlight Kid does Numero Dos, which is the same move as El Desperado, his Numero Dos. So this is Numero. Her double armbar is the Numero Uno, and she taps Hamabe out with the Numero
Yes.
Uno.
Yes, she does. I actually didn't take any notes on this one. I just enjoyed it. I felt it was just like a fun little tag match. Time to kind of show off everybody's skill. Nice time to see Miyu because Miyu's future of Stardom champion now. She's got to show off that belt. I'm excited to see what challenge she gets next for that one. But yeah, I don't have too much to say on this one.
Well, you usually have a lot to say. I don't know.
No, it's the next one that I have the most to say.
I'm just being a cheeky ass.
Yeah, you do that.
I do that. I very much do that. We move on. 10-woman tag match. It is Gazai, Hina, Lady C, Rana Yamagi, Saki Kashima, and Suri taking on Hate's Fukikin Death. I'm still. She might be my worst of the year. Konami, Momo Watanabe, Irina, and Sayaka Matani. But I still don't like her in ring. The black disturbs me less than the purple.
I was gonna say I like this new gear.
I'm
It's
not
it's
as
minimalist.
she doesn't creep me out as much now. It was when she had the purple and with the bright color additions to it, it made me think clown more. This makes me just think depressed girl with shitty makeup. That's what it's
Tonight
more.
will be the night that I will fall for you, death. Or should I just say it all in death? Death, 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 death.
Fuki kid. She can say Fukikin, remember? She goes, death, death, Fukikin, death.
How do you fit Fukikin in there?
Somewhere, I
Death,
don't know.
death, 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 Fukikin, death.
There you go, you got it. I don't even know
Yeah,
what song you're trying to sing here,
I
but
don't know.
the actual song, that's what I don't know.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
even know. Oh my God,
yeah, so
you're
they
off the
end.
rails.
Hate takes his match onto the floor fairly quickly, and
Hmm.
Fukikin after the Fukikin bull, as I wrote after the Fukikin death bull crap, and they all brawl aside because she just does that dodging death death Fukikin death garbage. Um, Momo gets Saki in the ring. She's beating her up with kicks. It's a slam. Konami comes in, just kicking the crap out of Saki. Um, her and Sayaka Matani are double teaming Saki. They get Saki in the rope, and everybody like pushing on her with like a kick or a like, and they
Yeah,
all hate pose
the
with Saki
pose.
right in the
Yeah.
middle. Um, we get the twins facing off, Hina and Rina.
Hmm.
Rina gets the octopus, but Lady C comes in, um, make the save. Saya and Rana and Sayaka Matani and Rana Yagami trading kicks here. Uh,
Hmm.
Rana gets a really nice running kick into the corner and then hits a P. Then like Sayaka Matani falls to the mat and then just harsh PK and a drop kick for two. Really good stuff there. Suri comes in. She's fighting with Konami, gets the disarmer. And all of God's Eyes get submissions on Hate. Konami does get to the ropes to break the submission as everyone else's submissions are broken up. Hate all gang attacks Suri, and Konami gets a harsh PK at one point for two. End of this match comes Suri gets another disarmer. Uh, but Momo breaks up with a PK. Everyone's in and out attacking each other. Suri gets a German to Konami into a PK for two, then gets a stretch muffler. But Konami gets out and hits a German and the Yakuza kick. Or sorry, not Yakuza kick, Buzzsaw kick. They trade holds. Konami gets the backstabber, and she applies a rear naked choke on Suri to get the submission win. The
Hmm.
one person on the entirety of God's Eye that I didn't think was losing this match lost the match.
I, I mean,
But
what a story, though.
can I? You want me to talk the post match before you go into it?
Sure, sure. Go
Because
for it. Go for it.
it does lead in. Because so she lets it go after it gets broken after the bell because she kept it on for a bit, and Konami gets the match. Just poor thing. You're suffering because you wanted me. December 29th, the Rio Go tournament. If you love me that much, I'll fight you fair and square there. And it has been confirmed. We are getting Suri versus Konami on at Dream Queendom on the 29th.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we both know, and like I'm not hating on it, pun intended, because I like it. Um, we both know that that statement is not true. Fair and square, one-on-one, bullshit. Unless there's a stipulation that says they're not going to be there, they gonna be there. There's just no question about that. Okay, yeah. I took the most notes on this one. Let me get my can't see without my glasses here. Okay. Um, yeah, the okay, you didn't like the Fukikin death stuff in the ring. I thought it was funny. I do like when they went out to the outside. Did you notice that Fukikin death actually found a fan who brought like a giant cardboard cutout of her face? and started like beating on Saki with it. It was really funny. Um, it felt like Kashima kind of got her shit wrecked for quite a bit once they brought it back into the ring. As you mentioned, everyone was kind of taking turns on her getting their shots in. It doesn't pay to be cast out by the bad guys, I guess. Um, um, Okay, the synchronized neck breakers by Lady C and Hina on Rina and Fukigen Death was really, really nice and very well timed. Like the synchronicity of those two ladies is very, very interesting. Like you know how some wrestlers they go to do the kind of mirrored and synchronized moves where they're both doing a neck breaker or they're both doing a whatever. Sometimes they're just their timing is just a little bit off, even if it's just by split seconds. It's very, very hard to get it so picture perfect. Hina and Lady C, great job. Um, s- so what did I others end up ready to? Oh, okay. I really felt in this match they were trying to isolate members of God's Eye. So, like, they isolated Kashima in the beginning there. They started beating on Hina and Lady C. Um, the problem, I feel like this is a typical plan of hate and the old Oedo tie, where they would alienate one or two people on the team and then do their best to pick up a win fairly quickly with that isolation. The problem that ends up happening and usually ends up happening to them to their detriment is you end up leaving like really super powerful people in beast mode and hulking up and getting madder on the outside, which in this case was Shuri. As she got in and her and Konami, they wrecked shit. They were not happy with each other, and I am so excited for this showdown. I know we've already kind of gotten a showdown when Konami first exited and joined Uedo Tai, but I feel like enough time has passed and they've been involved with enough other things that I am interested and excited to see how this actually goes down. But they didn't feel like they were wrestling in this at one point. It felt like they were in a martial arts sparring contest. They were just putting each other through their clinic, and it was phenomenal. Um, yeah, the synchronized submissions by God's Eye, where everyone got everybody else in the submissions, and they were just like sitting there. I loved that the thing that you hate happening didn't happen in this, where when the referee was counting the other people to 5 to have to break their hold because they're not legal, Shuri didn't break the hold because she knew that that count wasn't referring to her because she knew where Konami was. The rope was in
Mhm.
front of her. She wasn't at the rope. There's no reason to let go. Everybody else let go. It was smart. And I was as soon as I saw that, I was like, Andre's happy about that. If he doesn't mention it, I'm going to. There was a shotgun dropkick by Shuri on Konami shortly afterwards. You could tell that shit was personal. That was a Mariah May-esque shotgun dropkick where she kicks you in the front door and then you fall out the back. It was brutal. The train they ran on shortly after that was just bad though. They just kicked the crap out of her, and this was where she started the downward spiral, unfortunately, to the end here. Um, Momo kicking Shuri out of the armbar on Konami was pretty cool. She had the armbar on Konami, and Momo just came in and just walloped her with a PK, just sent her over. It was smart way to break up the submission hold. The battle of submissions between Shuri and Konami, just oh my god, the transitions were just so good. Okay, was there one point where Konami reversed Shuri trying to put on a stretch muffler into like a Hell's Gate thing, like what Undertaker used to do, where he pulls the neck down on the shin bone or ankle thing?
I didn't
That's what I
notice
wrote
that.
down. And I didn't know what it was called, but it was towards the end before she locked on that final sleeper. was their last big transition into it anyway. I thought it looked really super cool. I I was happy with this win only because for all the intents and purposes throughout the bullshit throughout the match, the shenanigans, this was a pretty clean win or hate, considering it was hate. And over the most powerful member, as you mentioned, in God's Eye. What what happened? What happened? What does this mean for God's Eye also? Because this is pretty much this is the entirety, minus the Naba, of God's Eye. You know, you mentioned with Empress Nexus Venus, Hanako has really stepped up to be a solid second in Mina's absence. But you know when Mina comes back, or whenever she is back, you got three super solid, you know, big player people on the team. In a team of six with God's Eye, you really only have Shuri right now. And that's a little concerning because I don't really know the status of Ami. I don't know if she's coming back or what's going on with her. I
Still
did
injured.
see her still an injury. Yeah, I did see her post an Instagram story for the first time in a while today, and it was her with a bouquet that said congratulations, and it had a picture of her with her like it was when her, Mirai, and Shuri had the Artist of Stardom Championships. So I don't know. I don't know. Speculation. Anyway, I'm concerned about what this means for God's Eye because even though Hate is such a great faction in this company, besides Empress Nexus Venus as well, they have so many other factions that are just kind of what. And unfortunately, God's Eye has kind of been what since the exit of Mirai and the injury of Ami. They've kind of been that team that is not really getting a whole lot of opportunity. When was the last time we heard about a God's Eye member being in a title opportunity besides Hina? We haven't really. So,
Nope.
like, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about what this means for God's Eye, but holy heck and shit, am I excited for Konami versus Shuri. Give me that shit. I need it. That's my Christmas present. Now, Okada of the non-Kazuchika kind, don't fuck it up.
Oh,
Please.
he'll find a way. He'll find a
Please
way.
don't. Give a Melball a nice Christmas present. Don't fuck this up.
I've already got a
There's really
present for
no
you.
way you
I've already got
can
a.
fuck it up.
I already got a present for Melball, so you don't have to, Okada. Don't worry.
It's hard to fuck something like that up, though. Really, man.
Not really. So we get into this match, and it is FWC Hazuki and Koguma taking on Hi Mate Maika and HANAKO. Again, this is the graphics that were put out. Anybody watching on videos yelling at me the graphics. These are the graphic cards that were put out.
These are the official cards. Chill
Yeah.
out. Tranquilo.
So I'm just gonna go through some of the spots I really enjoyed in this match.
Yeah.
FWC get Hi Mate in the ropes. They hit these dual DDTs onto the apron. I really like that. And then
Mm-hmm.
so Hi Mate ended up going to the floor, and FWC hit dual tope suicida to Hi Mate on the floor. It was I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. It's like a tope suicida from Hazuki and the second rope high cross from Koguma to the floor. Sorry, is what it was. It wasn't dual because Koguma doesn't do the suicide dive. Yeah.
No, she doesn't. You're right.
No. There's a nice little Samoan drop neckbreaker combo by FWC to HANAKO for 2.
Yeah.
Hazuki then hits this. Her and Koguma climb to the top. Hazuki hits the senton off the top, followed by Koguma hitting that top rope splash. But Maika breaks up the pin. And Maika attacking Koguma as she goes to the top. But Hazuki comes up behind her to grab Maika while she's up on top with Koguma. So then HANAKO comes over and grabs Hazuki, and we get the 4-stack Tower of Doom here. Like 1 to like 4 different levels. Usually it's like 1 and then 2 and then 1 or 2, but it's
Yeah.
1 then 1 then 1 then 1. I was like, okay, I like this. Koguma getting the worst of it all.
Yeah.
HANAKO, it's a running boot to the head for 2. She then applies her Shirasagi, but Koguma does get a foot on the ropes. Hi, hey, mate, hit the suplex into a backbreaker double team, which I thought was really cool. But
Mm-hmm.
Hazuki breaks the pin up. Maika takes Hazuki out at one point, and HANAKO hits JP Coaster, but then Koguma recovering to roll her up for 2. Then she lays on her with an Iida Bashi for 2. I was like, okay, okay. So Maika comes in. She hits the Michinoku driver onto Koguma. They hit that dual Samoan drop, and HANAKO hits another JP coaster on Koguma for the win.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I'm 2 for 3 right now because I picked FWC to
Yeah,
go through here,
you did. Yeah.
and Melball's
Um.
0 for 3.
Oh, Stardom. I did not do good for my predictions. No, and that's
No,
okay because when you're having to keep up with the creative genius of Okada, of the non-Kazuchika kind,
he's doing a great job to me with the
I mean, for
Tiger.
you in this tournament, absolutely. But overall and in general, there's been a lot of questionable decisions made this year about the product of Stardom Wrestling that we will talk about in our end of the year show. I'm sure.
It'll be all praise for one. Our show we don't do a worst of, but we are joining the A Plus Productions best and worst of. So I know Mel's gonna have some hate in there.
Oh yeah,
Most of
I'm gonna
my
have
hate
some
is actually
opinions.
most of my hate is North American based actually.
Andre, Andre. I don't watch enough of it to feel that can have an opinion on a lot of North American stuff though. So I just feel more strongly about the things that I watch. I get
Oh,
pretty freaking heated about the local stuff though, let me tell you. Anyway, back to this match. Um, I didn't take a whole ton of notes just because I was enjoying this. This was a great match. Hazuki versus Maika, so stiff. Anytime those two were in the ring, I absolutely loved it because you could see that Hazuki just loved being able to hit Maika as hard as she could, and Maika loved reciprocating. It was great. These two work so well together. I
mm-hmm.
love it. Um, hi mate, is that what they're called? They
Hi, mate.
jump starting. Hi. Um, yeah, jump starting. Interesting. Interesting choice. But I liked it. There was one point where Hanako muscled up Koguma for that suplex. Holy heck, because Koguma, she loves to kick. She's very much a showy wrestler. I love the antics that she brings in the ring because even if it's serious, she just does these little subtle things. She's like Shane Haste. She's like the Shane Haste of Stardom. I like it. It gives me entertainment. Um, incredible tag work in this match. These two teams were just so perfectly placed together. I love how they work together. It's just that effortless communication. You could tell there was like a couple times where Maika and Hanako were like communicating verbally to each other, but like it was very minimally needed. Like they just have that just perfect kind of synchronicity to them. There was a sliding lariat by Hazuki on Maika that was like so good. I'm starting to really like sliding lariats. I don't know why. Just something about them being done properly. It looks so good. They can be made to look very rough. So yeah, I like those. Last thing I said, fireman carry into the slam. Yeah, dominant win. Dominant win from Hanako. 2 wins in one night. for Hanako winning the biggins. Like, yeah, she picked up a couple wins in the tournament, yeah. But the two big wins on the night where it really counts. I like that they're rewarding her with that because she has worked so hard this year, especially with that huge, massive Marigold exodus. She has worked so hard. She has stepped up in that absence. She had the progress she has made. She deserved this. I am so happy for this. I can't
When she,
complain.
when she had her little excursion to the United States this summer, going to work at the
Yeah,
academy for a couple weeks, the New
yeah,
Japan Academy there, working with a lot of the American wrestlers at the New Japan
yeah.
Academy. So getting to work a New Japan style, but the American New Japan style, working with what's the guy from Filthy
Fred
Tom's
Rosser,
Fred Rosser, working with Kushida, getting to work that
DKC.
DKC, just getting to work with them, working with Trisha Dora, things like working with the women over here. Like just you see
Yeah.
and Jade, you saw her evolution this summer too when she came
Oh
over and gone back.
yeah.
So like
Hmm.
it's you see it and it really made it really stepped Hanako's game up. So I've been very
Didn't she
impressed.
also get into the ring with Natalia Neidhart? I swear I saw a picture of her and Maika, or sorry, her and Mina in the ring with Natalia.
That is very possible. I don't remember it
Very
because it
likely.
wasn't on TV, so I don't know. But
No, no, I saw it on the Instagram. It was an Instagram picture.
it's very possible. If you want to go start scrolling through Mina and Hanako's Instagram, see if you can find it, or Natalia's Instagram, see if you can find it. Sure, why not?
I mean, if that was in the summer, that's gonna no, we're doing a show right now, Andre. Don't distract me like this.
Oh, sorry, I can't go to the next match yet, quite yet. So you get the post match. Koguma says, "Hanako, don't cry. We're the ones who want to cry. Um, we are FWC. We won the FWC, so don't lose. Okay, whatever. You beat the FWC. That probably is a weird translation. So don't lose. No matter who comes, you have to win. Okay." Hanako says, "Of course, since we beat FWC." The winner of the Goddess of Stardom tag league should be Hi Mate, right? Maika says the FWC is really really strong. I lost to you guys at one point. I lost big time. I've regretted it a lot. I definitely I don't understand translation weirdness here. Anyways, it's a bit tough. Two matches a day at the end. At the end is tough. So let's have an early toast. Anyways, since we are the first to get through, we all come again tomorrow. It's a bit early, but let's have a toast. Cheers to us, the Hi Mates, and to everyone in Hamamatsu.
Yay.
Yay!
What why are you sad? This was
Uh,
you what? Well, I guess you predicted FWC, but still.
I'm happy it's EXV, but
Yeah.
I thought FWC would be the ones going through here, but I'm cool with it. So we move
No,
over
but
to the
I think I'm right in that there's something else a brewing with these two, and this whole tournament was just a
very
distraction
possible.
from that big thing.
So we move over to the Goddess of Stardom Tag League's other semifinal, or the Blue Goddess Final. It is Cosmic Angels Restart Natsupoi and Sayori taking on Stars Wingori Hanan and Iida. Restart attacking before the bell. Um, Getting a little heelish here. Yeah, you're taking on two of the ultimate faces in this company, so not surprising.
Mhm.
Um, so they get into the match. We're going. Natsupoi hits that double drop kick in the into the bottom rope to both members of Wingori. I really like that. She gets a triangle on Iida, but Iida powers up, lifting her up. But Natsupoi tries to straighten out with the armbar in this triangle, but no, he does not have any of it. Just lifts her back up and slams her down to the mat. I loved it
Mhm.
to break the
Mhm.
hold. Nice little cartwheel splash by Nat at one point to Hanan for two. Then she goes into the armbar, then into a disarmer. But this is where Iida comes in, just taking Natsupoi's head off with a lariat to break
Yeah.
the armbar. It was so good. Um,
Poi is so good with that in-ring sell.
Hmm.
Holy shit. She just ragdolls herself and it's just like starfish. It's crazy.
Yeah. So Restart ended up sending Wingori to the floor. Anou goes out with them, and Natsupoi comes off the top with her high cross, but she hits Saori Anou on the floor, and then Wingori hit dual cross bodies off the apron to restart on the floor. Wingori hit a heart attack, and then Hanan follows up with the famouser for two. Hanan hits it in this like half bow and arrow to Anou. She just kind of like just the one arm and the one leg in it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, but Anou fights to the ropes. Anou gets
She
an
was
insecure.
pushing with her knees in the back at the same time to really torque on that.
Mhm. Anou fights back. She gets out, gets an enziguri, but Hanan hits his judo sweep. Hanan goes up, but gets cut off by Restart, who hit a double soup, who hit her with a double suplex, and Anou hits a headhunter for two. The end of this match comes though. Natsupoi hit the super kick uh, to I think it was Hanan, who Anou backslides out of the. She hits a backslide out of the super kick to Hanan for two. Anou hits a big German suplex, but Hanan slips out of a double team attempt, and Iida comes in with his dual lariat, taking both members of Cosmic Angels down. Wingori double team leg drop. This leg drop slam of theirs, and Nat to Natsupoi, they hit the same move to Anou, and Hanan hits the backdrop driver to Saori Anou for the win. I am 3-4. Let's go.
You're still 2/3.
But I'm 3/4 tonight.
No, 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 you're still 2/3. Um, yeah,
You
this
should have
was
made that
a
joke when you should have
happy
made that joke when I said I'm 2 for 3. You should have made that joke then, but you didn't.
ah
I was waiting
missed
for it, but you didn't.
opportunity. Missed opportunity. Well, you could have said something. You're pretty proud of it.
I'm not. I don't want. I don't want that name.
Bullshit.
Y'all just won't let me forget it.
Well, I mean, you do the same shit to us. Come on now.
It's my ultimate shame. I
It's
ruined.
not
I
a
ruined.
shame.
I
It's
ruined
funny.
Ash's whole trip with that.
You did not. It was one
Yes,
of
I
the
did.
many times that we nearly died laughing. We had fun that trip. That's a good
True.
trip. Anyway, you I tried to jump in where I could because you pretty much got all the big spots that I wrote down.
Sweet.
Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna say this was a pleasant surprise for me because I honestly did think that Cosmic Angels was gonna be given this win. I am very happy that they weren't. Very, very happy that they weren't. So like, they're starting to make some better decisions over at Stardom this month. That makes me happy to see. Keep that shit up, please. Um, but yeah, I don't have a whole lot to add to this. This was just a really good match. Showed off all of these women and their capability. I really liked that Anou kept going for that special pin that she always does, where she sits on the feet on the back of the calves there.
Mm.
And it just kept getting thwarted. I love that because it kind of shows that her regular stuff isn't quite getting the job done. She needs to step it up. So I feel like this is a good time, especially with Unagi coming in earlier in the show and kind of pissing on the Cosmic Angels a little bit. I think this is an opportunity for them to finally turn heel.
No, that will never happen.
I I need it. I need a second heel faction in this company. There's too many kawaii girls. There's too many cutesies. There's too many stars. We need Natsupoi to fully embrace her dark side and become the dark pixie. We need Sayori to be that like evil queen that we know she's gonna be. We need Tam to be the evil space cadet. We need that. I feel like it could work. And I feel it would be the least expected thing too. And how funny would it be to have Hate just sitting there on the sidelines pointing and laughing at them?
But like Yuna Mizumori as a bad guy, even
Well,
when she was with you and Nane, who were pretty heelish at the time, she just didn't
we
fit.
loved
Like,
her, I know.
yeah,
I know.
she
But
will not
but
work a bad person. She's not a bad. She is Yuna Mizumori.
yeah, but
She's the
I also
ultimate
didn't
happy.
did we also thought the same thing about a few other people in the like shows too, right? I mean, who's that dancey guy that everyone's on about right now at AEW? That shows how much I watch that product. The dancey guy. He does the weird dance thing. You guys love him. Garcia.
Oh,
Daniel
Danny Garcia.
Garcia.
Oh, he was a terrible heel.
No, but like that's what I'm saying though. But he was forced on you guys as a heel for so long. Now he's doing this weird face thing with MJF, and that angle with MJF. It's working.
He's
I
not a
know
good
that.
face either, though. That's the thing. He's not a good guy. He's not good at being a heel or a face. He's just good at wrestling. He's just not good at
Oh,
anything
okay, that
else.
answered my question. Because I was gonna say, if he's not good at it, why is he wrestling? Because he's a
Because
good wrestler. Okay,
he's
okay.
an incredible
He's a
professional
good
wrestler.
wrestler. He just has no personality, or at least he doesn't know how to use it.
That's all he's
That's
got. That's all he has is dance. Like he does this and hit and thrusts his hips. Like it's all he
yeah.
has.
The I remember because we went when we went to AEW, we saw him do that, and I was like, "What is that?" It looked like a micro worm, but he just didn't want to go down to the floor.
Oh,
Anyway, we're talking about the wrong company. But that you know what I'm saying though? There's certain people that you can make it work. There's certain people you can't. I believe in Yuna Mizumori. I think if Cosmic Angels went to the dark side and she wanted to be a part of them, which I think she does, I think she could rock it. I think that she would appreciate the challenge. And I think that Aya Sakura is already kind of showing shades of it based on some of her behaviors, particularly crossover. I think that Kurara would be the only problem. I think Kurara is too nice.
I'd rather see
So like
stars
she
go
might.
heel. I'd rather see stars go heel, but that's just me. Evil Iida, come on, that would be awesome. Just little muscle evil. Let's go. Evil little, the evil little muscle that is Iida would be so good. She could just be like, she'd be like, arr, arr, arr. Just it's looking like a little chihuahua barking at you, little muscle chihuahua barking at you.
This one right here would just not be believable at all, though.
Oh, it'd be great. You just put her in black and be
Hanan,
really fun.
Hanan would not be believable as a heel to me. But then again, I have this that you maybe it's the same thing. You don't believe that Yuna could be where I could. Maybe it's both of them. Turn both of them. Hell, I don't care. Let's see it. Let's see who can do it better.
Well, if her sister can do it, she can do it. Come on.
Uh, uh, you want to see? It's not even her sister. Okay, let's talk about her twin. Let's talk about Rena's twin, Hina. You want to tell me that if Rena can do it, Hina can too? I'm gonna call bullshit.
Well, Hina's also not wrestled as long as the other two because she took time off for school. The other two just kept wrestling, so she's not at the same level as them yet. And Hanan's been doing it longer, so she could obviously do it better. Come on.
Yeah, but there's the training and then there's the talent that has it there. And Hina doesn't have that je ne sais quoi that Hanan and Rena have.
And I know
Just
Hanan can
flat
do a
out.
great job as a bad guy. I tell you this
Yeah,
100%, a
yeah,
hundred percent.
I can't. Because and then it's probably because I'm still stuck on the variation of Hanan that was even before this one. I'm still stuck on the H-A-N-A-N-H-A. Yeah, I'm still stuck on that version of her. And she still is too, because she's doing the same pose.
All right, let's
But
get to
yeah,
the post match. Let's get to the post
yeah,
match. so then we can get out of here. Hanan says,
Please.
"I won. I won the match. I got the 3 count on Sayori. Iida-chan, you're in the finals." They hug. Hanan says, "Saori-san, Natsupoi-san, thank you very much for today." Natsupoi bows to her and says, "Thank you very much." Off mic, Anou gives a high five to Hanan and to Iida, but Iida misses. Like, she just catches, like, just like, eh. So she goes again and she gets the high five to Anou. That was so cute.
Look on Anu's face. She misses and she's just like, seriously?
It
Try
was
again,
so,
child.
it was so good. Hanan says, "Iida-chan, you played 2 matches today. This is my 3rd time playing 2 matches this year. How was it?" Iida says, "It's a bit weird that they've done it 3 times this year." Iida, uh, they get applause. Um, there's applause for Nat and Anou, and should they say thank you? He says playing 2 matches 3 times really tough. It's tough. This is Iida saying this. Seriously, it's tough, but I was able to do my best because Hanan was next to me, and you could tell this girl's about to cry. Um, she's emotional here. It's hot with Hanan next to me. I'm sure I can win tomorrow. Hanan says, "We have to go tomorrow, so let's go home and get some sleep." Hanan and Iida both say, "Go wild, spread your wings to win the championship. Wing Gory, let's go."
Hey. Fun, fun. Fun way to
Mm-hmm.
end the show.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I agree. Again, I'm 3 for 4, and they still have the finals. So
You're still 2/3.
my finals pick can still win this. Uh, so
It's true. It's true.
mm-hmm.
What a fun tournament. What a fun tournament. There's been some kitschy things happening, but that always happens in these kind of tournaments, especially in Japan. So yeah, I'm happy with how it's kind of shaped up. I'm excited to see what happens in the finals.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be. I think the finals is gonna be awesome. So.
Yeah.
But we have come to the end of another episode of Stardom Review. Thank you so much for joining us here. I know it's been a while since we have done one of these, but we thank you so much for joining us here. So we'll be back again with the review of the finals, probably coming up this weekend sometime. We'll get it recorded and get it out to you either this weekend or early next week. Just, I know I'm busy. We're both busy, quite busy this weekend with some stuff, and I might only have one day off. So depending on what my schedule will look, because my schedule is changing at my job. So we'll
Oh,
figure all that out. We'll talk to you guys. We'll get the show out to you. We'll get the finals review out to you fairly soon. We'll be back very soon with more stuff. We have Chop Talks coming up. We have our new show debuting in the new year.
did you know it?
I didn't. Oh, I typed it into. I was watching Ed and Astrid last night on their NXT review, and I typed it in. Did you know? Me and Melville have a new Noah show coming out, and Ed's like, "What was the name of it?" And Astrid just looked like has this incredible look like it. He wrote it down. It's "Did you know?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know that was the name." I'm like, "I wrote it right." Come on, man. Well, we don't have to suffer through. Well, I'm going to say this because we're going to get out of here. So you can find me in the X and Blue Sky at that Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. And you can find us on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. You can also find us over in audio form, aplusproductions.com. Go over there, get the RSS feed for the A Plus Wrestling feed. You can hear us talking about Japanese wrestling and all the other great wrestling content they have over on A Plus. There, also check out their A Plus Entertainment and A Plus Sports feed for a lot of great content coming out over there. You can also find us simulcast. You can find me over at twitch.tv/our local establishment or youtube.com/@our local establishment. You're going to see me this coming Sunday for a point of. I'll be here on Friday, but Mel will talk about all about that. But I'll be there Sunday for a point of view with the boys, talking football, making all their picks, chatting sports, chatting all that fun stuff. And then on the Tuesday the 17th, I don't usually work for OLE on Tuesdays, but I will be next week because I get to replace Ed on just man, I can't spot talk. I don't have words.
Dial-up happens in
Oh,
the brain. I get it. I get it. It happens all the
oh.
time.
Yeah, it just.
So Tuesday,
What was I saying?
Tuesday, you're gonna be somewhere with someone
I hope so.
on this thing.
I'll be over with Asher Pizarro. I got my brain under control for for their NXT review show, taking over, reviewing the show that our friend Ed will be at live in Lowell, Massachusetts. So come check
Wow,
that. Wow. Um,
wow.
I think at the same venue that New Japan ran, but they have way more people coming to that show.
I mean,
and the
it's a bigger
and the
production
set
in
and the
US.
set's gonna look way better too. Come on, we know that because the New Japan set was pretty lackluster.
Rude.
Hey, they save it for once a year at Wrestle Kingdom. Their big set. That's all they use it
It's
for.
true. When
It's
they get
damn
a
true.
Velociraptor to come out with the Kazuchika Okada.
It's damn true. So check me out over there and then actually the day after that on the 18th, me and Ed are gonna finally be talking Doctor Strange. Supposed to this week, some stuff came up, but we're gonna be talking Doctor Strange next week on the 18th. So come check that out on the MC Rebound as part of Marvel Talk. You can also see us simulcast it over at youtube.com/@backbreaker video. Mike simulcasts all of our stuff. You can see his live content where he plays video games and he does AW watch along, switch.tv/Mike the Ref, and you see replays of his gaming content, youtube.com/@backbreaker_gaming. Melball, where can they find you after my long and terrible, terrible ramblings?
If you're wanting to follow Mubble, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Mubble. You can follow her on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on our local establishment's programming, Japanese Wrestling Update. Are we touching tips?
No, I'm pointing at OLE like you do, but I'm over here.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say you're not close. I thought we were touching tips. That's not
No,
until Friday. Saturday.
that's a
Friday.
chop talk. That's a chop talk thing. Come on. It's a tip.
Our local establishment on Friday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, you guys. Japanese Wrestling Update. I'm going to be there with this guy. It's not going to be live, though, because we are going to be taking in festivities with the Horde. No, we are not watching professional wrestling. We are joining Colossal Cravings at the Fort Pub and Grill for dinner. We're going to have fun. It's like a Horde Christmas party. It's going to be a great time.
The Horde Miss Party.
Oh, the Horde. That sounds a little funny, though. If you
Merry
don't
Horde
say
Miss
it.
everybody.
It's funny because the way you say it, you don't always hear the D. So, so just, I was gonna say we may have to watch how we say it. We may have to be pretty heavy on the D.
That's not a problem for you.
You asshole!
You
You
set it up.
asshole!
You set it up.
You said it out loud. Asshole. Anyway, where was I in my spiel? We're gonna be out with the Horde. So Japanese Wrestling Update will be pre-recorded. You dick to go. You can also find me on Monday with Auntie Collins and the talented. Oh God, why?
You said his
You
name and
shouldn't.
he appeared.
That doesn't mean that you should show a little dick on screen, Andre. We could get in trouble.
Dick Togo.
Screen. Blech. Anyway, you can also find me on Monday on our local establishment with Auntie Collins and the Natural Astro Pizarro, where we do our show Women's Classic Wrestling, where we are currently reviewing the Mae Young Classic from 2017. I have personally never watched these matches, so this is a journey that we are going on. I believe we are going to be, we have just completed the first round matches. So we are going to be going into the second round matches on Monday. You can also catch me on Astro Pizarro's YouTube channel where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. We should have an episode coming out very, very soon once Astrid is done with her travels, because she travels a lot for her work now. So once she's got that done, we will have an episode coming out for you. So stay tuned to our socials when that is coming out. What else, Andre? Yeah, if you're wanting to watch Stardom Wrestling, we will leave a link in the description box below. It is stardom-world.com. It is 999 yen, or approximately 10 Canadian. Shout out John Smith. And it is to
That guy's a jerk.
Is he a jerk or is he brilliant?
No, he's a jerk.
Is he a brilliant jerk? Is he a smart bastard?
No, that's Shake Lee.
It's Eddie. We love Eddie. Yeah, 999 yen, 10 Canadian. You can, well, you can't, you can go on their YouTube channel if you want to check out some of their wrestling before taking the plunge on the site, but I highly recommend taking the plunge on the site because you get to go back and watch all of their library stuff, including you can see people like Bea Priestley before she was Blair Davenport. You can see Toni Storm before she was Timeless. You can see Piper Niven, all kinds of amazing and talented women on there. Kairi Sane. Go check it out. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague. Do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Nope, not a thing at all. My brain doesn't work. I want to say thank you all so much for joining us here. If you're listening to A Plus Productions, please give us a like on your podcast catcher of choice. And don't forget aplusproductions.com to subscribe to our podcast and also go to the Facebook page to join up with the wonderful group of people just chatting about wrestling and everything else. And if you are watching on the YouTube, whether it's Backbreaker Video, whether it's Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, yes, please go and like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Do not forget to share us out to your friends, family, and the goats of this world. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
Yes.
Ah. Oh my goodness. Okay, that being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time.